there are a few things about van life that not so much fun. And this might be one of them, dumping. I have to do it about once a week or so, depending on how many times I've used it and or taken a shower. First thing you have to do is put this silly hose into that hole, and then you have to attach it to your van, being very careful that when you twist that hose onto there that it stays. You see, I hang on to it all the time because I've had too many accidents where it fell off and I had boo-boo stuff all over the ground everywhere. It's quite embarrassing if you have somebody behind you waiting to dump. When I get on this side, what I'm doing is I'm unhooking the gray tank because I need to let that out as well. I let that out after the black tank because then it will continue to clean it out as much as you can. This hose in this hole here just doesn't fit very well, so that's why I have to keep lifting it up and kind of slopping the stuff out over the side and into the hole in the ground where it goes. Once I've done all of that, then I can hook up a hose to my black flush and dump water into the black tank and try to get it cleaned out a little bit more. You can kind of just like do this and watch until the water coming out of it is reasonably clear. You're never going to get it totally clear because black tanks just don't get cleaned out. There's just too much stuff sticking to them in there everywhere. So you do absolutely the best you can to get it all cleaned out. Sometimes just not going to happen though. You can put some of those things in the tank itself to keep it smelling fresh, but I haven't found anything that you can stick in it that smells any better than the actual blank tank itself. So right now I finished it off and I am now going to unhook the hose, and hopefully I didn't have anything much in there to dribble. Once I do that, then I clean it out as best I can, the hose, by just running water straight through it because I'm going to have to put this hose in the back of my van, which is not really designed for where it's supposed to be. There's a tube underneath my van that you put this hose in, but it has this little plastic catch to it and it's broken, and I've lost 2 or 3 hoses driving down the road, and there they were trailing behind me somewhere. I never could find them. So I tried to do that, keep it as clean as possible so it doesn't smell in the back of my van anywhere. I got a nice little place that I put it in there. Once I do that, I'm about ready now to fill up my water tank. I plug that in, and I have a 25-gallon tank, so it takes just a few minutes to do that. So while I'm doing that, I try to check and remember if I did everything else. Like, for instance, did I actually put the levers back in from where I dumped, and also put the cover back on it? I've forgotten to do that a couple of times, and it's not very nice. So anyway, now I did that. My gray tank, my water tank, yay! My water tank is filling. It's got 25 gallons or so, which isn't enough to take a shower every day. Trust me, because people think, why don't you take a shower every day? Well, that just doesn't happen. So we've got the project all done. I've got my place to put in here. I got to sort it out, wrap it up, put it in. Matrix is there to help me, as he always is. He's such a cute little puppy. He gets a kiss as we're doing this, but you'll see that in a minute. But there I go, trying to put that stupid hose up in there. I've got it velcroed together, and I've got a bungee cord that I hook it to up there so it doesn't fall down on my inverter all the time. And it does a pretty good job staying up there, I will say. I also then have to put the water hose back, and I have to take off my gloves, which I throw away every time, only this time I'm just going to stick them in there. And of course I have to take off my boots. I always wear rubber boots because you just never know when that boo-boo is going to happen, and I've had lots of boo-boos, trust me. So I always wear my rubber boots, putting those back, and now I get the kiss from my doggy, and then that's about it. We're done. Not too bad.